Boom. There it is. Hi, everybody.
Let's go.
Let's go. What is up? We're back.
We're back.
A much shorter turnaround for the return this time. Much quicker. We didn't go 3 months without making everybody wait this time.
Yeah, quicker turnaround.
Look at us. Look at us go. Like responsible adults. Spending our Sunday mornings on the internet. Gamer, Chibi, how are you? Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome back to Between Two Streamers.
Yeah. I love this show.
I know. It's been a lot of fun continuing it on. I'm looking more forward to this episode than I originally was. I'm not gonna lie. When you first mentioned it, I was kind of like, I don't know.
You didn't know much about it.
I knew nothing about it. So so to fill everybody in, we are covering the CES 2025 Expo, which is a tech expo. And we just said what it meant, and I already forgot. Consumer Electronics Show? Consumer Electronics Show?
Yes.
Yes. Sounds good.
We both blanked.
we looked it up 3 minutes ago. We're like, oh, we want to make sure we don't sound dumb. We want to make sure we know what this stands for. But yes, the Consumer Electronics Show that was in Las Vegas in 2025. So
I think it was a couple months ago. So I think some of this might be, if anybody checked any of it out, it was a little bit ago, and there's been some stuff online, obviously, about it. So might be old news for some, but when I looked at it, some of it looked pretty cool, and it's pretty neat, some of the stuff that's coming out. And obviously, Mike and I and most of anybody in the chat here is, we like tech and we like gadgets and cool things. So thought it'd be neat to recap. Definitely some cool stuff. So.
And the good news is regardless of whether or not you've seen anything, this is all pretty high-tech stuff that probably hasn't even hit the market yet. Yeah. It's still a very futuristic show. Like there's some crazy stuff that they showed this place. And that was what kind of got me hyped up when we started talking about it the other day, and I started looking at a couple videos. There's some pretty cool little gadgets that they featured. Exactly. Now, I am having a little issue right now. I don't think the chat box is showing up. So I'm trying to make some adjustments while we talk
Technology show.
Technology show. Where can somebody throw a message in chat to see if that fixed it? I just tried to fix it. So I'm hoping that we're good now. Hey, there it is. Look at that. All right, we're good now. It was hidden underneath layers of other stuff, so we're fine now. Thank you. All right.
There, that lighting looks better. I looked fucking pale as hell.
I had to get on here myself.
You look good. Well, I look pale.
It is like a mopey, dreary day out here today.
Yeah,
and so it's been raining. It was 80 degrees here a couple of days ago, and today we have a 50% chance of snow. So,
nice.
Yeah, I opened up the windows and everything, and I turned on my light, and it was still just dark in here. So I had to go in before the show and readjust all my lighting and everything on my camera. So
I'm like, fuck, I look like a ghost.
I know, right?
Better now. Change the light.
I hate camera settings too. I hate it.
We're good. Snipes, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Yes, good to see you all. Shabby has made it here, so everybody's here to hang out now. But anyways, CES Expo 2025 Las Vegas.
So there's you'll see a bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of, I think we mostly stuck to IGN. They were there and they did a bunch of different videos, and I think there's one extra one, and we found that covered some cool stuff that might not be in the other stuff. So I don't think there might be some overlap with the last video we found, but anyway,
if anybody has seen anything or has any new tech features that they're excited for, please make sure you drop them in chat, because we will definitely look those up too. This is obviously the main coverage is going to be CES, but anybody who has anything they're looking forward to, make sure to drop it in there. We will pull it up, we will check it out, we will discuss it, and
absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, this will all be like the same girl that went Alec, I think her name is. It says it there. Anyway, she did a whole bunch of the videos, but you'll see there's there's like robots, there's different vehicles and stuff, there's video game stuff, there's home electronic stuff like smart home stuff. There's a wide range of everything. It's a huge show. So wide range of stuff.
That's one area that I do like though, is like the home electronic stuff. I think is cool, and like we're pretty basic. We have like some of like the Philips Hue lights, you know what I mean? So like we can change the different color lights, but that's about all we have besides like our
any of
normal.
that. I would think I'd like totally nerd out and have more of that stuff and do it all with my phone. I've never gotten into all that stuff. But,
it's nice because like Ellie has them hooked up to where like, so our bedroom we have like the main overhead light, and then we have like the lamps on the side, like on our nightstands, you know. So like Ellie's the one who controls the Philips Hue lights.
I don't. All of those.
Yeah, and you can control them all individually. You can group them up. You can do any of that kind of stuff. So, like, usually we have those like dimmed down. Like, we'll watch a movie or something and have like kind of I don't want to say color coordinated to whatever movie we're watching, but you know what I mean? It's just like, it just sets the mood off a little bit different whenever you can set the lighting to the room. And another one of my buddies at work actually just showed off. He got one that's like to the back of his TV that like reacts to whatever's going on the screen, you know? And so he's like a huge movie buff himself, and so like he's all super excited because as everything's going on, it's like flashing and freaking out and everything.
Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
yeah. No, I like the lighting stuff. I think that stuff's pretty cool. So
I think the only thing I have is, anybody's seen like the room that I did here. Like I did the cloud ceiling, and like I can do all that with my phone and put it to music. So if I play a song on my phone, it'll like pulse to the music. Like,
yeah,
it's about all I.
Well, that's pretty similar. That's pretty much the exact same thing as the Philips Hue, just a different name, pretty much.
Yeah.
But no, that stuff's pretty cool. So set the mood, Snipes. Like, listen, whenever I say set the mood, I pretty much mean turn it like dark, angry red, and watch horror movies and be scared. Okay, like that's the mood that I'm setting. Mood. All right,
that's Mike's vibe. Yeah,
that is me, 100%.
I guess I don't know if I spaced out. Did we check like volumes? Like we both sound good. We're both equal.
I've been watching.
You're watching.
Yep. I'm watching the mixer. I think everything looks pretty good. Chad, if you could confirm that, make sure everything looks all right. I've been I think the last episode I skipped over it as well. I think I'm getting pretty comfortable watching the mixer and just making sure everything's going good. So, but no, I think we are okay. So. But yeah, if anybody ever notices any issues, just let us know, and we will make.
Yeah, and stories.
And that one doesn't count because that's an addressing of the counter.
Yes, that doesn't count. I go back and watch our VODs and catch several that we miss.
I'm sure it's such a natural part of the conversation, though, that it's like hard to like in your head like have a trigger that's like I said it, like it just naturally comes out.
That should be the next T-shirt. It's like our logo and then like sorry.
Oh, that's actually a really good. I would buy a sorry hoodie.
Yes, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Have to work on that.
Give that up on the merch store. Heck yeah. All right. Well, I guess without further ado, shall we start getting into the CES videos?
Do it.
All right. Now this is one area, please, Chad, if because obviously I'll watch the volume on it, but just make sure that the volume is good on the YouTube videos. We want to make sure that everybody can hear everything. So
now, do you want to like? We didn't really talk. Oh God.
Oh, yeah, I could.
You want to like pause in between and talk?
Hold on, I messed up. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Something messed up there. I have to drag this over here. Oh, hold on.
Technology episode.
Yes. No, I made one oh no, that's not gonna work either. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to see chat. But are you able to see us okay? Like are we you'll have to give it a minute for the delay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you pop out chat?
Now
we're getting fancy.
No, yeah, you're asking a lot of me now. Chat.
You went a little smaller.
No, there I did. Once I go back over here, it should be good. It's okay. It's okay. All right, we ready to go?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Aliak here at CES 2025 in Las Vegas, the ultimate hub of innovation for all things tech. Let's explore the show floor and find out.
Not gonna lie, I want the suitcase that you can ride.
Let's
go. Hilarious.
Gaming gadgets. So I'm excited for gaming gadgets, to be honest with you. Like
gaming gadgets.
I like gaming gadgets, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Hey everybody, I am here with Michael from my arcade, and you're holding something pretty interesting over here. Can you tell me about it?
I am
Atari
holding
handheld.
the Atari Game Station Go. We're really excited about this item. It's actually the
So is this like
Atari
actual like
portable
old school
handheld
Atari
that
games?
includes all of these different classic controls in one
And it's
unit.
got
We have
multiple
the
controls
control,
that
which is important for
only
games like
work
Breakout and Warlords. We
for
have
the
trackball,
particular
which
game.
is
Like the
huge
rest
for
of the
games like
buttons won't work,
Centipede.
I don't think.
And we have the
Really?
number pad. The number pad's important for Atari 5200 games as well as other titles.
Man,
but also we have a technology
that
called
was
Smart
Atari
Mode.
was my
What
first
Smart Mode
console,
is
bro.
that only the controls that you need
'Cause I'm
for a
old as
particular
shit,
game
but-
will illuminate.
Are we able to connect
That's
this to our
cool.
TVs, plug in our controllers?
Yes, so this actually has an HDMI port on top, so you can connect it to your TV. It is 1080p output. Q3 is the official release date, and the MSRP is going to be $149.99. We're really excited
$150?
to share this with everybody.
That's cheap.
For all the Atari games, there
Yeah.
you go.
So
Mike's already sold on the first item.
So I'm this.
Hey,
no,
those are okay.
So here's what I'm gonna do though: is I'm gonna get the Atari handheld and take away the Nintendo Switch, and that's gonna be grounding the kids from now on. It's like no, all you can play is Atari games.
No.
It's like
I wanna play Mario.
1985.
We're playing Pong.
Yeah. You're gonna learn today, kid.
Hey everybody, I'm Ralph from X-Reel, and we are here in our
dope.
gaming lounge at the X-Reel booth at CES, and we have here, for the first time ever, the X-Reel 1 Pro. This is the first coming out party for our new AR glasses, and we are super psyched to let all these people.
Did he really just call it a coming out party for his glasses?
So how does this work with video
It's a
games
little awkward,
specifically?
bud.
You can see inside the glasses for anybody that didn't know. What can you tell me about the gaming aspect connected to the glasses?
Yeah, so what's great about our glasses is we plug into just about anything, wherever you're playing. If you're playing on a Steam Deck, if you're playing on an Ally, if you're playing on Xbox, if you're playing on PlayStation, if you're playing on PC, anything
Okay.
with the USB-C.
Can I pause it and
we plug our
rewind?
glasses
I'm sorry. I have to because I have to make fun of this. Okay. I want you to pay attention to her thumbs and the screen. When are they actually going to start putting people in like TV and commercials that actually know how video games work? All right, like look.
If you're playing on Xbox, if you're playing on PlayStation, if you're playing on PC,
Like,
anything with
like the gun is just
A lot
like
of movement going on,
straightforward. The thumbs are like,
we give you this
yeah.
virtual screen, and not
I have to
just
point
right
that
in
out.
front of you, but literally anywhere you want.
I need to ask, how many hours can I wear these glasses for nonstop gaming?
We're getting people clocking serious game time hours. We're seeing people wear the glasses and play for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. It's up to you. The good thing is we have blue light blocking, flicker free, 5-star eye comfort. We have all these certifications to say that the glasses aren't going to hurt your eyes. They're not going to strain your eyes. So we've got the X-Reel 1 series, which includes X-Reel 1.
I'm not buying
just
them,
launched in
but
December.
I
It's
thought that was
available
pretty
now
cool.
on our website,
They are cool.
.com, and on Amazon.
So
And
I
the
am
X-Reel 1
curious
Pro is
because
available
whenever he talks
pre-orders
about
right
like
now.
the
One Pro.
whatever when he's talking about the battery life on them, you know, like obviously there's going to be factors involved in like what the game is you're playing, the graphics and all that kind of stuff.
sure. But it is pretty cool. It's basically like a VR, not a VR, but like a hollow
Augmented reality
TV up in front of
Yes.
you. Yeah, augmented reality, and just pops it up in front of you, and then you can play whatever you're playing on,
So
which is pretty cool.
this I have to reference back to I just went a month or so ago
Expensive.
and got
You're basically
the,
buying another console.
You are buying a console, to link to your console, but
Yeah, exactly.
So I went to the eye doctor to get my prescription glasses and all that kind of stuff, and they had the new like whatever glasses, you know what I mean? The smart
Augmented
glasses,
reality glasses at the doctor.
No, not like this style, but like the ones that like you could play music or you can like see your Instagram and like they were the Meta glasses is what they were, like the Facebook ones pretty much, right? And so like just out of curiosity, like I put them on and went through like the demo, and it's crazy because you can sit there and it's like watching a video and like the sound and everything, but like Ellie and the kids are standing right next to me and can't hear a thing. that's going through the
Wow.
glasses. And I
That's
think it's
neat.
because it uses whatever that technology is. Wicked would know, and I think Ellie knows about it, where it's like it uses the vibrations instead of actual noise.
Yeah,
So like it pretty much is just sending a signal straight into your brain for the noise, or into
Yeah.
your ears. You know, your
I
eardrums.
still like
whatever.
don't. You say that vibration thing, like I still don't quite. That still blows my mind that it's not like a speaker. Like, um, I
It's
have
it's
a
literally just resonating at the same wavelengths that the noise would be, but just
yeah,
it's
I
just
know.
vibrating
Like,
against the specific part of your body that makes it to where you hear that instead of it's fucking crazy, man.
even it's like, against your body's cool, and like I have my truck is a Honda Ridgeline, and I don't have the model. It was one of the highest, like whatever the highest trim package that you could get, but you could connect your phone through Bluetooth, and then for like whatever tailgate parties or whatever,
Yeah.
the whole entire bed of the truck had like 6 or whatever. They were just like a hockey puck. It wasn't a speaker. It was literally like a puck. The guy showed me, and they were mounted in behind the plastic of the bed,
Yeah.
and those were the speakers. And sound. It wasn't a speaker though. It was just a fucking puck that vibrated, and the music or whatever you were listening to would just come out of the bed of the truck. Like the whole bed was just like a haptic
That's crazy.
vibrating thing that created the music, and it sounded amazing, and it was just like loud as hell because it's the whole bed of the truck, right? Like, and that was 2018. Like,
Yeah.
that's a long time ago. Like that they were doing that. I'm like, how the fuck does that work? It's just vibrating. It's not a speaker.
No, it's not a speaker. It is literally just it is a little vibrating thing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, and
Yep.
that's 7 years ago. Like.
And again, we're talking about all this stuff today, and obviously everything we're going to be watching. But like everybody in chat needs to remember that I'm watching this from the viewpoint of a 40-year-old man who remembers like dial-up internet. You know what I mean? Like beep 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 burr, like so. Like the future is now, old man. Like we got to come around to it. So
I know
no, it's crazy.
Like the stuff, how far it's come since we were younger, right? It's wild, wild.
Like
even for my parents, like they're in their 60s and stuff, and it's like they were at the very beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like of all this stuff coming out, cell phones and computers, and man, it's wild now that you can have a hologram in your glasses and
a hologram in your glasses that you'll hear at full volume, and the person standing next to you won't hear.
Like messed up.
Yeah, this is the stuff that we used to see in sci-fi movies. This is the stuff they hadn't even thought up of in sci-fi movies whenever we were young,
Exactly.
So, crazy.
For
sure.
Has an 11mm thin flat prism.
We spoke of Atari earlier. Atari was the high-end technology in my house whenever I was young.
Sweet, I'm gonna have to get one of these soon, maybe. We'll see. Okay.
One hit Stu, by the way. That was a dope.
Yeah, right.
Hey guys, I'm here with Zach from Stern Pinball, and I see some pretty sweet machines back here. Please tell me about them.
Oh, we got our brand new Dungeons and Dragons pinball machine. Have you ever battled a dragon before?
So
No,
I
but
want to
I'd
say
like
that
to.
Wicked and I just saw some of these when we went to Magic Con.
Pinballs at you, so you gotta
Nice.
be careful.
Yeah,
So
which is great.
it's
Like it's
very
literally just a
custom
pinball machine, but they had a little
in the
setup that
pinball
I saw
machine,
these Dungeons and
I
Dragons
see a lot of
machines.
details in there. I would love for you to give me a
Now, if
tour.
you listen,
Yes,
like it's
so
wild
starting
what
on the
they
left,
do,
you
though.
obviously have Wrath the Relentless, this dragon that will attack you. So when you hit it, his head's gonna move, it's gonna block shots. When you start multi-ball, it's gonna fire pinballs at you. You've got a shield that if you use this action button, the shield will pop up and block the balls from going down. With our Insider Connected platform, you can log in and it can save your progress. So you can play any of these games and carry over your progress. So it's not just a 3-ball game when you play it. You can kind of continue your story. We've got an amazing cast of voiceovers. So we've got Kevin Smith, Michael Dorn is the dragon. You got Matt Mercer. I can keep going on and on.
Like
If I want to get one of these pinball machines,
a
how
lot
can I
of
get
shit
one and for how
in
much?
one
Yeah.
pinball machine. Like
Sternpinball.com,
you're used to
they
like
range from
they're not
around
cheap,
7,000
obviously.
Oh,
like
obviously.
7 grand, 13 grand, but
Sweet.
it's like
Can I try one?
I wanna
you can like
start
save your
Let's
progress
go.
out of like that's wild. It's not just put in a quarter and it's 3 balls and you're
we
done,
need to
right?
talk about
It's
the Sega
pretty neat.
collaboration, and you're holding right here.
Sold you a D&D? Do you got the
holding
7 or
the Sonic
13
the
grand
Hedgehog
for a
joystick.
pinball machine gamer?
Right.
To announce our new partnership
I'll
with
take
Sega.
2.
This is the joystick player, which is going to include Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It includes a joystick as well as a 3.5-inch screen. It's a great way to play Sonic. People are really excited about it. In addition, we have another joystick player that is for Shinobi. So Shinobi's a classic ninja game from the 90s with Sega. Sega actually confirmed that.
Man, I miss going to the arcade, dude. Like the old joystick and buttons and stuff.
I was gonna say, like, these are
as well.
cool, but I would never buy one. I would never sit and play on one of those. Like, I want the arcade one up, like full cabinets. That's what I want.
A pretty hard time finding the right
That's
one for
my
me because I'm not the size of a typical gamer. But I'm here at Blacklight to find out if this chair fits me. Whoa, I like the lumbar support on this one. It's pretty comfy. The neck pillow is magnetic. I think we need to do a leaning test. What?
Simple
Wait,
things.
Sleep here.
My gaming chair has a spring blowing through in the right leg right now, so.
Oh no! Well, there you go.
Might have to go buy a Kraken. There we go.
New, brand new haptic suit that we just launched. It's called H3WI Pro. It has 32 haptic motors inside, 16 in the front and 16 in the back, so that you can feel different haptic patterns. That's in sync
There's the
with
haptic
advanced
pattern
haptics
thing
within
again.
the contents. For example, the vest currently works with over
Getting shot.
250 VR
Oh, that'd
games,
be wild,
so
wouldn't it?
you can feel directional damage in games when you get shot in the game, and then you can also feel the strong recoils whenever you fire guns.
It was so cool feeling everything.
Play something like
in
Elden
my
Ring, your whole
thumbs
body
and the
just
sides
hurts.
of my vest. This was such a cool experience. So if people want to get this vest and the gloves and everything, where can they get it?
So we sell from our own website, www.theathletics.com. We also
You can't
have
afford
it.
No, we don't even put a price
They
on
all
this one,
work,
folks. Sorry.
Yeah.
individually, so you can get whatever you want. The vest is $4.99 US, and
They
the
did give a
gloves
price.
are $2.49. And we also have
So
the
$650.
I have a hard time.
So we're at $850 for the
that
whole
one's
kit right now.
$199 per pair.
All right, so another, a grand.
I have a hard time with the gloves.
Yeah.
I'm here
It's cool though, like,
with
just pause it for a
LG
second.
standing
Yeah.
in
Even
front
to
of the
even to
world's
play like when
first
you're firing the gun, right, and you have it again, like you feel like the kickback
recoil.
and
Yeah.
everything, like not only getting shot, but you'd feel all of that. That would be so
Yeah.
neat. Like,
Now, maybe
I was gonna ask you,
Yeah.
because I know, like, I knew that was gonna be in this thing. Like, I find like when the VR and all that came out, like
Yeah.
I have a Quest 1 right,
Yeah.
fucking there, and like super cool, but I find like I don't use it much.
Nah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'd have a hard. Some people like love it. They're right into it, and I just found like I don't not like it, but I find when I have time to game, I don't want to get all sweaty, and my head ends up hurting. Like, you know what I mean? Like like when you got it on there, I've got a couple of different things, like to put on your face, but I just find. Yeah, I love it. Like Jav and I have played like hours ping pong. Like it's really fun and some really cool things. But I just found like, and it's tough too. Like we even have some of the games that I can't remember what they were called. Some of the shooting ones, they're really neat and really immersive and like crazy. Like you're changing the mags and you're cocking the gun and you're running around and you actually get a syringe and you kneel down and you can like revive your buddy and then really neat to do, but it's definitely different than just playing on your console or your PC on a monitor, just not VR, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like a niche
It is.
kind of thing. I don't know, like it.
And
some people love it, and VR is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't love it, but it's not my. I found it's just not my go-to to go in game. Like, if anything, like I would use it more for like a workout thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like do some Beat Saber, do some pistol whip and stuff like that, and to do it, but to solely play VR only all the time.
I think one of the biggest problems I had with it is it's not the most user friendly.
No.
So like I think the thing that I played the most on it was Phasmophobia. I played a couple of times on there, which is really fun because like Phasmophobia is like I've played enough Phasmophobia on my regular PC that the game's not like scary anymore. You know what I mean? A lot of people like jump scare crazy, all that, but like Man Bear and I play enough, like we're past that point. Now, whenever you put on the VR headset, like you feel like you're in that room. You know what I mean? Like the jump scares hit a little bit different whenever you feel like you're there. But but getting it to link up to Steam is like you got to have this app and open it through this and then select this and then do this and blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, I could go double click on Phasmo on my computer and like be playing 10 minutes quicker than it takes to set all this crap up. And then kind of like you said, like you got to make sure that like it scans the room so it knows what you're around and everything. So it's like, like it just becomes too much of a hassle. And then also I think me and you ran into an issue because we tried to link up and play, but the compatibility between one and the next. So like I purchased the Quest 3 because it was coming out right whenever I decided to get a VR headset. Me and you wanted to play, but you have the one, so we couldn't play the same games. And to me personally, I always feel like and I think most people are the same way, but I enjoy video gaming more when I'm playing with my friends. Absolutely. So if it is a hassle to play with my friends, I'm going to go back to the way that is more comfortable and easy to do. So I think that was a big factor for me. Now the kids loved it, which is why the controls are broke because they've been bounced off of everything in the surrounding area. So therefore we don't actually currently have a VR headset. We have a headset. We just don't have any functioning controllers for it. But there's that factor as well, but like the kids enjoyed it because they played, I don't know, Gorilla Tag. Thank you. They played Gorilla Tag, like you know what I mean. Like they enjoyed it. So I got them set up on some Beat Saber and that kind of stuff. But like, I don't know. For me personally, I don't think I will. I'm not too invested. But the other time that I did use it quite a bit was whenever I was traveling for work and I took it and I watched Netflix on it. And that was badass because that was like it was like movie. I'm like laying in the hotel bed. It's like a movie theater screen. You know what I mean? Yeah. That was awesome. So that was probably my favorite part. But then again, like you said, even after laying there for a while, like you've got that thing on your head, and it's like like I almost got a headache from it just sitting there with it on.
By now, I'm like, I've got the Quest 1, like. Everything's better on the 3. If I'm gonna do it, I want the 3. I don't want to play on the Quest 1. And then it's like because even the games that I have now look better and have all these extra features, like even ping pong, which I love playing, is better on the 3 because you can put the table like in your living room. Whereas on the 1, they didn't have all that stuff. It doesn't scan your room and do all that stuff.
Yep.
And then all the technology, the technology moved really fast for that stuff, right?
It did, yeah.
Quest 2 was out for a bit, or Quest 1, and then boom, 2, and then 3, and then it just it's not justifiable to buy a new headset every fucking time they come out, as compared to like a console. Like if you know what I mean? When the new Xboxes come out, I've stayed up on that, but I don't use the VR enough, and the technology moved faster than me willing to spend money on that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Newer stuff in games, like the new Batman came out.
Yeah.
Some of the Resident Evil game, like I think came out, like all those would be crazy, but I don't think I can play them on that. And another thing, like I don't play it all the time. So every time I turned it on, there was an update or something. Like I had to update all the games that I wanted to play, and it's like, so it's just, I don't know. It's amazing. I love doing it. I just found I don't know. I just end up jumping on the Xbox. I miss it though. I want to play it more. I do want to use it more. It's sitting right there, but it's just, if anything, I think I want to start getting into. I know I'm not as active as I used to be in my younger years, so I want to start doing Beat Saber and pistol whip and stuff and get my body moving more.
I think that would probably be what I should do as well. Am I going to? I'm in the same boat as you.
You and me get Beat Saber going. Let's see if we can
get some Beat Saber
going. The one thing that we were going to do is that DeMeo. And
that's what it was.
That one I had to DeMeo. I had to like figure it out on PC, and then I could play it with you. But maybe Beat Saber with you and I can just battle it out. Get Javin in there too.
There we go.
Yeah. There you go.
No, maybe get some of the boxing games going. All right.
Hey.
Nice.
We'll get the movement going.
5K,
Our
2K
VR ramp.
bendable gaming monitor, and obviously, Van, we need to learn
Bendable
more
monitor.
about
Okay.
how do we even get it
Come
from
on now.
flat to curve?
Yeah.
With a press of a
You
button,
just grab
you
it.
can
It's
have
like
this screen from flat to curve. The maximum
Oh, it's
curvature of
automatic.
This monitor is about 900.
You hit the
you just
button.
grab it.
This can do.
No,
up
you hit
to
the button and it did it
165
itself.
hertz.
I've definitely seen
And
some that
for
have
those
handles.
Oh, okay.
gamers,
Okay.
You can lower this down resolution to 1080p and get 330 hertz.
330 hertz.
Yes, 330 hertz.
Can I turn it curved?
Yes.
Your eye literally
Alright,
can't
ready?
see a difference any
3, 2,
higher than
1.
144 hertz. So I hate whenever they advertise shit like that.
This is not a prototype, so it will be released this year. We just don't have the release date and we don't have the final pricing yet.
So keep your eyes peeled for the world's
Expensive.
first 5K 2K
Yeah.
bendable
Yeah.
monitor by LG. Thank you so much,
There's definitely
Van.
some that have handles. I don't remember
Yeah.
what company. You actually bend it.
My
The
buddy
future of
Andrew
gaming
has
is
a
bright.
he has
Oh, okay, the Corsair one.
oh, okay. Yeah. He my buddy has one of the big curved ones and he likes it a lot. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. All right. I do think it's cool, but like what I guess maybe I've never understood like what's the advantage to a curved monitor over a flat monitor?
Curve monitor.
Monitor, yes. Continue on.
curved
I'm
monitor.
curious.
Matches the curvature of your eye, so you can see more.
Okay.
Is the thing.
That's the selling point.
That's the selling point. You're supposed to be able with
Okay.
I don't know. There's a bonus to that. I don't
Gotcha.
know.
Gotcha.
Matches the curvature of your eye, and so you can see more in your peripherals, I guess. Like more of it is more immersive. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
almost like it's wrapping around you a bit.
I gotcha.
And,
I gotcha.
big curved ones. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's always been, I guess, the whole thing.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just kind of curious. I didn't know the science behind it or what the reasoning was behind it or anything like that. So
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. So we are moving on to our second video now. So the first video was all pretty much gaming stuff. Now this one says it is the coolest smart home tech, and it fires up right on the very first thing that I was talking about earlier. We have lighting, so which I think is just the
Yeah,
intro, but
lighting,
like
yeah.
it's the very first thing that it shows is lighting. So
See-through
Hey,
TV.
what's up, everybody? It's
That's
Allie
cool.
here at CES 2025 in Las
It,
Vegas.
a lot of this
Travel
stuff is like
and
it's
see
cool,
the
but
world's
it would it be
coolest
cool for a
innovation.
little bit, and then afterwards you're
Go
like,
check out
this is kind of annoying, you know?
Let's go check out some of the smart home devices and booths right here on the show floor. Presented by the United States Air Force.
If you are interested in the world's largest outdoor TV, then this is the TV for you, the Cinema Pro series.
How's everybody saying the
If you've
volume
got
is? I can't see
backyards,
chat.
it's
So
been
is
empty,
everybody here
and
okay?
you want to turn it into a home theater, you need to get this. The great thing
It's
is,
a little
not
lower,
only
but I can
huge,
still
it
hear
can
it.
withstand
I don't know how much
temperatures
louder you want it
of
above us, but
minus 22 degrees to 122 degrees.
minus
So all
22
weather, 100%
Interesting.
weatherproof,
in the
100%
rain.
waterproof, and as you can see, it is humongous in size. The other thing to mention is it's really bright. So even if you've got the sun in the daytime on the screen, it's bright.
So what is the difference between the
So is it like
Cinema series and the
anti-glaring?
gaming series?
So the cinema series,
I guess,
is
or is it just
big
bright?
TV.
Very
The gaming
bright.
series is slightly smaller. They come in different sizes.
A gaming
Gaming
outdoor.
series outdoor TV.
Jesus.
There you go.
Come
What makes
on.
this difference is the refresh rate. Really rapid refresh rate, 120 hertz, super quick, and an ultra low latency rate. So the time between.
See, I think it's
pressing
120
buttons
hertz
and
is
it
good
happens on
for,
screen
like, a
is
TV
8
screen.
milliseconds. So that is industry leading.
Like I
So
said, I know like
gaming,
the
this is
gaming
what
monitor,
we
they were
say,
like
for the
300
outdoors.
hertz.
Again,
Oh,
I don't know
like,
why you need that
you
much.
don't need that
No.
much.
Oh, my Xbox can do 120.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's the max. That's all I need.
Yep.
For what that TV is there.
Solution for both of you.
I like her shirt.
I'm
Giant
here
bow.
with Karu from Jose, and this is a mixed reality makeup booth, and I am so excited.
This is
I get
kind
to
of neat.
try some of this mixed reality makeup.
It like scans your
I need to know
face
how
and
this
then
all
just
works.
like projects makeup, so you can like.
Simulator with a high-speed
Interesting.
projector. And IR sensing here is sensing your face, so you can move your faces so quickly. We can change the makeup like this. Yeah, you can see the her face.
So if anybody
We're
wants to
experimenting
try
with
this
your
mixed
makeup.
reality
There you go.
makeup, where can they do it?
JC
In
Jane,
Tokyo,
welcome in.
We have a flagship store in Ginza, and you can try it. And now we're planning to selling this whole system to the world. So please contact me if you are interested.
Can't imagine you buying that.
I could see that
at the
being
LG
like,
booth
I
here
could
in
see that being like a big item for streamers. You know, just like streamers in
guess, and
general.
it's
You know what
always
I mean?
on you.
It's always on you. So like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's as a male, you know, I don't have a lot to say about the projected makeup market, but
No, that's not.
no,
That's not. You're not the
just
target audience.
not my niche, you know.
Weird.
But I
Weird.
don't know. At the same time, like, you know, like I could see. Like okay, so speaking from experience here, like I know like Ellie likes to go do her makeup before she goes on stream, you know what I mean? Well, sometimes she might not want to do that, you know what I mean? So I could see that being like a click and like just like my my face looks fine for the stream, you know what I mean? And low effort makeup.
It's like practical though. That's like an expensive thing to have.
Yes.
I don't imagine it's cheap, but
Yeah, well, I'm saying
know what?
now
I don't
obviously
wanna
I'm
have
using
to do
Ellie
my
as
own
an
makeup.
example, but I'm talking like
Right.
these big time streamers. That's all they do for a living,
have
all
all-
day, every
yeah.
day, and they just want to roll out of bed and do it. But they have millions of dollars. Then yeah, it's probably something they could do. But but also like don't they are like makeup tutorials and stuff like that still a big thing? So I could see that being like a big
don't know.
tool for them.
We got some
you
ladies
know?
in the chat here.
Ladies
Would
in the
this be
chat.
beneficial?
Ladies in the chat.
Ladies
Is
in the
this something
chat.
you would be interested in? Yeah.
Does that like cool at all to you? Like that you can project? Like I get it. You could like try different combinations
Yeah.
and different colors
Yeah.
to match your outfit and stuff. But like I get like I don't know. Like
Price
some of that.
excluded. Is that something
Yeah.
interesting? Don't worry about not talking
Would
about
you-
price wise.
You find that cool
Yeah.
or dumb?
Or dumb. If you find it dumb, please don't contact Dr. Such and Such that was on the last. Anyways,
I
all
don't
right.
know. I
Well,
can see like it matching your.
I
outfit.
could see some stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's got some things, but I don't know. Who knows? It's probably super expensive too. So
In front of
If
the
you were
LG
given it
signature
to you,
OLED TV, the
would you
world's
use it?
first transparent and wireless
I personally would not.
television.
Just throwing
You
it
can
out.
see
No,
how
so,
thin
okay,
it is
good.
just
Mrs. Huey.
display. It is
Mrs. Huey says
incredible.
no.
Okay. I
You
think
gotta rewind. Go back to that. I missed
go back
it.
to it.
All right, guys, I'm here at
The
the
OLED.
LG booth here in front of the LG signature OLED T, the world's first transparent and wireless television. You can see
Oh, this is
how
the
thin it
transparent
just by
television.
looking at this display. It is incredible.
Is that more for like
All right, guys, I'm here at
advertising and
That's
shit?
that's what I thought. Like
Like, who would buy that?
exactly.
That's more for like a business, I guess.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was.
the windows out, like the windows outside of your business or something. That's
Yeah.
not for, like you're not putting that in your house.
Yeah,
Maybe you are,
I
don't know.
agree. Some people might. I don't see it. I don't see the practicality of that.
No.
And they have some really
Cool,
cool
though.
lights, specifically
Neat, yeah.
AI lights. I'm looking at an AI RGB table lamp, and check out how this works. It's pretty cool. There's a little bot here on the app. You hold and press, and then you say, "Happy Halloween." I see some colors changing, so we can start tapping and customizing a lot of the colors.
Didn't look
I kinda
Halloween
It did
at
not
all.
look Halloween at all. I noticed that too.
And you guys can get
It's like instantly like
25%
pastel
off.
colors.
Head on over to Amazon and get them for yourself. We made it
Yeah,
to
the voice
Go
activation
Geek
doesn't
booth,
work.
And here we
Yeah.
have with the CES Innovation Award.
Probably would've cut
the
that part
Go
out.
Geek Gaming Pixel Light. So this one's pretty cool because it has AI features that detect what's on the screen and then show you items from the screen. So the AI will choose items and display them on here. It's also fully customizable, so you can see the weather.
Or you can look
stocks,
at the
wherever you want.
television and
Yeah.
see what the
Connected to
thing
the
is.
app.
Why do you
Real-time,
need that?
everybody.
Yeah. That's a useless. Hey, did you see that thing picking up its sock?
Yeah.
I'm picking up your socks.
house unit.
This is the micro house unit, one of the units we manufacture. This is the fastest housing solution you ever see on the market. We can deploy and install it anywhere in the world in less than an hour installation time. So
Less than an hour.
Very unique. It made of
Does it come with the M&Ms?
That's what I was thinking too.
Invented this
I like the
polymer
peanut M&Ms
composites
features.
Like 7 years ago in working with NASA, and now we're implementing this technology in housing. This is a 120 square feet unit, the unit which do not require any foundation. In most jurisdictions, we don't need any permits. It can be self-sustainable, solar powered, and it comes like you see here. Everything is included. It's fully furnished, fully assembled on a factory. It has a remote control, self-diagnostics, antibacterial, antivirus protection, HEPA filtration.
How much did you say? 120 square feet?
Yeah. To control, remotely control multiple units. If you are a hotel owner and you want to provide access to multiple customers around the
That's a
world.
12 by
Also on a
12
single
box.
application. This is our utility room, and you can see all
The utility
electronics,
room's almost the
smart
size of
system
the rest of the
air
box.
filtration, battery pack, sewer
That's a
system,
12 by
water
12
system,
space.
Heating, air conditioning, smart features, connection to the.
No,
internet.
it's not.
We usually
12 by
Less
12 is
than that.
144.
So
Yeah.
It's a 10 by 12.
everything,
11.
was
11 by,
industrial
yeah.
and industrial protocols, and we also have military grade products.
And that was the micro house from Housemeat. Let me know if you guys would get one of these.
That's
okay?
everything. That's your kitchen.
I
That's your
think I'm looking
bedroom.
to see
That's
which one
everything
fits
right
for
there.
me
Okay.
in my gaming setup.
All in one little spot.
So maybe an unpopular opinion, okay? But obviously I'm married to have kids, so that's not feasible. But if I was single, I could live in something like that. 100%.
That's
be
how you
perfectly.
written all over it?
Well, I would be perfectly fine living. Like I have a set of dishes. Like I have, a drawer of peanut M&Ms. Like I would be. I'm set. I'm good to go. I don't need anything else. I feel like I could live somewhere like that.
You can handle that? All right.
Yes.
Keeping it simple. I want that luggage.
I'd love to have any of these in my daily life. Which ones would you like to try out? Let me know in the comments. And for all things tech and gaming, keep it live.
Has more
to
storage
IGN.
than my house. Nice knives.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh boy. Well, that had some cool stuff.
It did. I would have to say, like, I don't know. I think it might be in one of the later ones, but I saw the little Roomba thing that was picking stuff up, but they
Yeah, I
didn't
think that's
feature
in the
that
last one.
because I think
Yeah,
that's a cool one. So you
I
think it's in the
that's
last one?
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
we'll get to that one. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, home stuff pretty cool. Maybe not quite as exciting as the gaming stuff. Obviously, I mean we are both
Yeah.
here practically gamers.
all
You know what I mean? We're all gamers here. But still some pretty cool stuff. So the next one,
I'm sure there was more. I know in the like the last video, there's like all those locks, like the deadbolts and cameras and all kind of crazy stuff. There'd probably be more. This is just what they covered.
So did you say that's in one of the later videos? The locks, deadbolts, all that kind of stuff. Okay.
I think I queued up one video that it's not IGN. It's a different lady that does walking around, and there was some different stuff in there.
Because that's one thing, that now that you bring it up is like, and I know that it's not necessarily like a deadbolt or something, but like you think of like the Ring doorbell technology and all that kind of stuff, and like how far that's come in like even the last 5 years. You know what I mean? So that's definitely something that I'm sure there's a lot of innovation behind that is pushing forward, and has a bunch more features. So, all right, coolest robots.
Robots.
Hey everybody, it's Aliak here at CES 2020.
They're gonna link up with the AI, and then we're all gonna fucking die.
Skynet. Here we go.
Skynet.
Gorgeous, useful robots here at CES. Let's go.
Pretty sure that one was a lawnmower. I've definitely seen those around, like it's like a Roomba for your lawn.
Air Force. I'm here at the Luna booth, and I'm actually here with Luna. I was just giving Luna some pets, and I think Luna likes some pets, doesn't she? So let's actually talk about how Luna works.
Me personally,
what specs do we have?
I have no
here for
interest
Luna?
in these
Well,
things.
Luna
No.
is our AI padbot.
I don't care about Luna.
I
It's
don't
not
see the
only
point.
For, kids only, maybe
No.
also for adults.
It's
even
cool,
elder people,
but
every member of your family really be a great companion to all your family members. She speaks 15 languages, so you can switch.
I'm
in
sure
the
there's a
app.
ton
And
of
with the app, you can
technology
find
in
more
it for it
games
to be able to
like,
do what it does.
Yeah.
Which is
Here are
neat.
her
The
toys.
technology
Like, you
is
can do
neat,
ball
but like
chasing or
I would never
bullfighting,
buy one.
and you
Like,
can,
look, it's playing
with the app,
fetch.
you can do
Go get a
everything.
dog.
So if you're not around, so how does Luna
Oh, hey,
see
you know, there's a lot that comes with a dog. This thing, you don't have to feed it or let it out.
I mean, I guess
it doesn't eat its own shit.
For those of you who cannot handle responsibilities, we have this.
Yeah, exactly.
Recognize who the owner. Like, obviously Luna can know where the people, but with this camera, she can know,
treats, no meds.
recognize 5 faces.
If that thing dies, I'm not gonna care.
I'm gonna be pissed off because I've had a lot of money.
I'm gonna be pissed off because it costs so much, but yeah, there's not the emotional attachment.
No.
Luna to navigate her home. She can charge herself automatically.
Recharges herself like a Roomba. Why doesn't it clean?
She can leave the dog and play with herself.
Because it needs to be useless like a dog. No, we're not cleaning. This thing ain't clean.
No, you need a separate device for that.
Yeah. Somewhere in the house, maybe playing with
Mrs. Huey, that's dumb.
Can we program it at 2 o'clock in the morning to want to go outside so I can get that same feeling, you know?
So for anybody that fell in love with Luna, I just fell in love with Luna. How can we get Luna? Now we have it on Amazon and also our official website, Luna website. Well, there you go, everybody. If you
pause.
Luna, just like
how much does that thing cost?
I was good. No. Okay, so I am Amazoning this right now. Luna. What the Luna robot? Luna or Luma? Luna robot. That is a $500 robot. That is $500 for the base model. For that thing. That thing is useless. It does nothing.
To throw it and play fetch with a robot.
To play, yeah, exactly. To have a robot that I don't know, maybe I missed it, but it doesn't even speak back to you. You know, it recognizes languages. You can tell it to do things, but it literally does nothing. It can charge itself, and it can fucking bring back a ball.
I'd rather have the Roomba. At least it cleans my floor.
I know, right? Wow, there are entire companies paying people around the world to build those right now. People make their living.
Again, there's a lot of technology in that. It's neat, but I am not spending $500.
No, not at all
for that thing.
$500.
There's a lot. The manpower that's gone into that is wild.
Well, and you know, they always make the comparison, like, you know, the old saying, you know, talks about the smartphone in your pocket is like 120 times stronger than the computer that sent the astronauts to the moon, you know. So like think about the same thing, like that little thing right there has more technology in it than the original space, you know, than NASA had in the 60s, you know. It would have taken an entire skyscraper of computers to equal the power that thing has. But it's like, that's neat to think about. But at the same time, at least that sent people to the fucking moon, you know?
This thing can fetch.
Ugh. All right. So Luna, I'm gonna say Luna's definitely not a hit for me.
Luna's a no.
Neat little thing, but definitely not.
Can you get a robot dog at Walmart for $50? Yes. Yep.
Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. I've seen them.
All right, I'm gonna go play with Luna some more, and I'll see you guys in just a moment.
And then this poor IGN girl has to like be so excited about everything. I'm gonna go play with it. You know that camera turned off. She was like, "That was stupid." I'm going to the next place.
Got an award here at CES. We need to learn about the K20 Pro. Is it?
Yeah, this is the K20 Plus Pro. It's our latest multitasking household robot. So the idea of this entire product is derived from this question that has been perpetually haunting our founder, which is that, do we really need a humanoid robot? Because, you know, at this very stage, it's really expensive, and it doesn't really seem like a really realistic product. So this is actually some sort of like examination that he came up with in order to tackle this question. So he kind of breaks down like this.
Oh, bring me drinks.
Yes.
I think we need from the human robot, and then have all like this entire setup to do the task for us.
How many configurations
it just watches
can you actually
everything
make
you
with
do.
these?
I would say only the sky is the limit. When it's integrated with a platform, it becomes some sort of like mobile patrol team for you. Because you can actually remotely control this thing like a RC toy. So you can have it go wherever within your house that you would like it to go. you can use this camera to check up on your pets, your kids, your family members, and you can even talk to them through this camera. And then when you integrate the air purifier with our
mobile air purifier. Now, come on. Now, this is useful. Like, this is great.
You're far away from home, but you want to improve the indoor air quality at your house before you get back, you can just remotely control this one and have it turn on to go around your house and to conduct air purification in each one of the rooms. But my personal favorite is definitely this one. So you can actually also integrate the circulator fan with our platform, and that way
follow me around and cool me down, robot. I'm fat. Keep that fan on me at all times.
Also, something that I find really interesting, the camera is actually connected to a communication port. That is the communication port, which means that you can actually use your own camera.
I want the butler one.
Right?
Okay, now.
Then you can head on over to Switchbox.
I want a whole army of these at my house. Like, just cruising around, a little fan, air purifier, follow me around with like a cold drink. Like,
can it get the drink for you though? Is the question.
I don't. It didn't look like it.
It needs to be able to open the fridge, grab me a drink, and bring it, and put it on its head, and then drive to me. That's what I.
So
while purifying the air and cooling me at the same time.
And then you also have to take in consideration
vacuum.
So and so that gets me to my point. You only saw them operating on hardwood floors. So like if you know, like I've got carpet in my house. Like, like I got your drink, sir. Like no, all right. Where's my mop bot? You know, like it has me following it behind him, like cleaning up the mess.
That thing mid-sex detects sweat and chops a dick off. Okay.
Jesus.
Get the fan. He's sweaty. You have to get up, put your beer on the tray, go sit down, and then get it to come to you. That's probably more what it's gonna do. Yeah.
Unless there was a so let's brainstorm here a little bit. Let's improve this product right here on the show. Okay.
We're gonna get a hold of these.
If any of the people from CES are watching this right now, these are our ideas. All right.
Yeah.
What if it had like a docking mini fridge? That you could stock the mini fridge and it could pull into it, and then you could be like, "Yo, grab me a Diet Coke," and then it pulls out. It's got a Diet Coke on it. You know what I mean?
Hey,
see, then
better.
Yeah, exactly.
Way better. Go make me a sandwich.
Exactly. You could load up the ingredients, all the individual pieces, and be like, make sure you put some extra mayo on there, and get that fan over here after what I'm eating because it's gonna get sweaty. You know. Yes,
we got it.
We got this. Better. So we need to talk to the people at SwitchBot. Like we've got some ideas here.
Okay, like. What does this one do on the screen right now with the crazy arm?
So I shook my head whenever I very first saw it because I saw that one on there and couldn't imagine the usefulness of that thing. But then it did talk about some good ones. But
I think that should fold laundry out.
If there was a laundry folding bot, we would probably spend some money on that one. We are really good at like washing and drying our laundry and then staring at it. In a pile.
Exactly. So. Just stays in the dryer, right? You just get your clothes right out of the dryer. You need 2 dryers,
right? So all right. So SwitchBot, there's some good, and then maybe some
mobile fridge.
Everybody
likes the mobile fridge.
I think the fridge idea is good. You know, I think it's a solid idea.
Just watched a movie with a lady who was a screen and she cooked for you, but there was a TV in every room, which is weird.
Yes, that's on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ellie just watched that one not long ago, and I caught some glimpses here and there of it, and it was interesting. But you know, if there is a movie that has anything to do with any kind of like AI or technology or household servant robot, you already know like they're turning against the owners. Like that is happening.
Exactly. You know, crazy. So that all this is, we need to tell them to make sure that they. Have some sort of anti-killing technology. Is it going to murder me in the night?
Yes.
Can it grab a knife?
Potentially. Or can you program it to have the little watch bot that was going around? Can you load that one up with weapons and be like, hey, if anybody breaks in,
anybody breaks in, give it a gun.
You know, this is America, no holds barred, okay? You know, hit a kneecap, make sure your kneecap first.
We need mobile soldiers. Yeah, like you said, you want an army of these things in the house that if anybody breaks in.
Yep, I've got my security. But, it's actually kind of funny if you think about it. Yeah, you think of the first Iron Man movie, or any of the Iron Man movies, and he has, like, his original one that's like, and reaches out and, like, he grabs stuff. That's, like, what most of those that were in there are. So, all of those robots are, like, 20 years ago, we saw these in Iron Man, and now they're finally getting them out there in the market. So
making the market.
Yep.
Stop by because I just fell in love with Jenny, and
There's another one.
Thomas Stevens from Tombot, the CEO.
A pet for people who can't have pets, it says.
Wait, is she
okay, so if you pause this one.
Yeah.
So,
go for
it. Mary's dad actually, he was diagnosed with dementia actually, and so this was a big thing. Like he's, you know what I mean? He's in a old age home now, but this was a thing that we saw. Like there's another company that made cats, and super realistic, and it like purrs, it moves, it reacts to you, and everything. Like this looks very similar, so I could see where this is a big thing for that. I don't know if like the regular consumer, but it was that technology, and for like that cat that was specifically designed for people with dementia and that kind of thing. Really cool.
And I could actually see now that I read them back. Whenever I first saw them, all I could think of was the very first robot that we talked about. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now that I read behind her there, it actually says to help individual families and stuff to cope with mental and physical health. That makes more sense now. That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's more, I think, where this is going.
Gotcha.
So inspired by my mother, who after she
was
diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia, I had to take away her dog
Nailed
for
it.
safety reasons. These puppies are designed to help treat the behavioral and psychological symptoms of dementia, reducing their need for certain medications, including psychotropics. Our goal is for our puppies to be the first to be FDA medical devices. She has 5 mechanical subsystems. Her mouth opens and closes, but not just open and close, a lot of fine expressiveness, and she makes a lot of different sounds. Modeled after an 8 to 10 week old Labrador Retriever puppy.
I mean, they are very cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Designed to look like a puppy. Come on.
It's really cool. Tail and everything.
Is that she's covered with sensors. She can feel how and where she's touched. She can tell the difference between a simple touch, a slow caress, vigorous pet, and being held. She responds to a long list of voice commands, but only to her name. We come with a companion smartphone app that allows users to rename the robot, and then once named, she'll only respond to that given name. She can feel herself being moved.
My dog doesn't even respond to one name.
Squirm and risk being a variety of other sensors to help her understand her environment, make an inference as to what that might mean, and exhibit a behavior that's appropriate to that context. And part of our technology is the potential for unlimited categories of behaviors and unlimited behaviors within a given category, so the users will never experience repetition.
You mentioned that you can select multiple personalities. Can we dive into that?
People can program behaviors that they either want more of or want less of. For example, many seniors with dementia have a lot of difficulty stimulating a robot to be interactive. Many of them are nonverbal at a certain point, or they have trouble actually touching the robot and initiating it. So we can configure the robot to be more active, more easily stimulated, or on its own initiate a lot of activity. On the other end of the spectrum, there are people that have fears of dogs, so canophobia. And the barking can be a really unpleasant startle for them. And so we can turn
amen to that.
Behavior,
Jesus, I can relate there.
Turn off the behavior entirely and disable all rapid movements. So the robot's always very calm, very soothing, and allow people who may not be able to get near a puppy otherwise have the opportunity to experience what it's like to have a pet companion.
Hey, Miss Joey, when Donkey and Emma go, we're just gonna get one of these.
This is one I could get behind. This is a good product.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
We hope to get puppies into people's
Doing
hands
good.
before the
Doing
end
good
of
things there.
2025.
Yep.
All right, Jenny.
So, but I think you kind of nailed it on the head there. You know what I mean? We've seen so many gadgets that are being featured in the show here that are just like, they're just first world pleasures. You know what I mean? Like, just
right.
Have a ton of money, buy these things because you enjoy it or it's fun or it makes things more convenient for you. And I think this is probably one of the first ones we've seen that, like, he even said that, like, the potential in the future to become like registered as a medical device. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. I can get behind this a lot. That's very neat.
And like, why would you not get one of them, even if you don't have a medical illness?
Yeah.
Why would you not get one of them over the Luna fucking thing?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I guess everybody's different. I shouldn't judge, but like, some people like the technology thing and like a robot, think the robot's cute. I would rather have something like this.
I agree. I mean, you know, whenever you think of a robot is cold metal, you know, or plastic or whatever. It's nothing that shows any kind of emotion. You know what I mean? And granted, I know this is still a robot. You know what I mean? I know it's still underneath. It's still the plastic or metal or whatever it may be, but it gives off that feeling of, you know, behaviors and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I like this. I think this is a good product. I think this is a really cool one. Yeah.
Cool.
Exploring the show floor. Bye, Jenny. Those robots were so cool.
All right. So that was coolest robots. The next one is vehicles.
On the vehicles.
And mobility tech. All right. Any final thoughts on robots? Or I think we pretty well covered it as we went through there. So I think there's one in here that is going to be interesting to talk about.
I think it's the first one.
Is it?
This place is like a playground showcasing the cutting edge in vehicle innovation. So let's go check out some of the coolest concept cars and transportation of the future. Presented by the United States Air Force. I'm here with Fenny
this thing.
X-Tang Aerot, and we have an incredible modular vehicle right behind us. I need to learn everything about it.
Okay, so this is called Land Aircraft Carrier Modular Flying Car, and this is the first time that we bring it to CES 2025. So you can see that it got 6 wheels, and it looks kind of big, and you wonder like, oh,
it looks kind of big. Yeah. It's a tank.
It's totally fine for it. You can just use your normal driver license. You can already drive this vehicle. And for the flying,
this is crazy.
I want this so bad.
I could not be trusted with this thing.
Fucking coolest thing.
Oh man.
To do the separation and reconnection automatically.
Come on.
Combined range for about 1,000 kilometers, so you can go for a long distance travel. So it got 6 propellers, and you can see the materials for the propellers and the main body structure.
Like, this is some futuristic shit right here, dude. This is awesome.
Control this. One is autonomous, so you just need to sit here, buckle up, and then close the door, put down your destination address, and then that's
It'll take you there. You don't even have to fucking fly it.
This is insane.
There is a single lever
Crazy.
here, so you just need to push it, twist it, and you can already do the maneuver. So it's very easy.
So easy.
Very easy to
Look
operate.
at this.
It's even got that new flying vehicle smell. When can the public maybe potentially expect this to be able to be purchased by them?
So there are some milestones that we want to achieve by this year. So first, we're gonna finish the construction of the mass production factory by this year, and also
They are actually doing a mass production factory.
by the end of this year. And next year, by 2026, we're gonna be mass produced and delivered to individuals.
So is this going to be a worldwide vehicle that we're going to be able to see?
So for this one, currently, the regulations and policy, we are trying to do it to the Chinese market. The estimated price for Chinese market is about Make a guess. $500,000. So it's about like exchange to US dollars. It's about 300,000 US dollars for the Chinese market price.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I got a little bit to work here to get that $500,000.
Okay,
Yeah,
pause it.
Yeah, and it's a
Yeah,
combo.
yeah. Go ahead.
Seriously? I don't think that's that bad.
For what it is, absolutely not.
For what it is, 300 grand.
It's
like,
unfortunately, it's not meant for us. You know what I mean?
No, I
That's
know
the
that.
unfortunate thing.
I know that, but like,
But I want
you think
it
of
to
like
be.
a supercar. You
Yeah.
think like a supercar, like Lamborghinis and all
Yeah,
that. You know what
yeah.
I mean? They're, you know what I mean? Bugattis like are fucking $1.8 million fucking cars. Like,
Correct,
Just
yeah.
as a drone you can fly in. Like, 300K is not that bad considering what this is. It's like you get this giant minivan.
Yeah.
I guess
Right.
most of the back.
Most of the back is going to be for the
It's not like
drone. Yeah.
It's not like 3-seater and then the
No.
fucking drone. No, the whole back of that. It's basically a 2-seater van
Yes.
with a flying drone in the back. So I
Yeah.
guess you're not going on long trips for this thing. But like, seriously, that's not that bad considering what it is.
You're getting a flying vehicle.
And
Like,
a car.
let's say, I would not have been surprised if they said just the drone portion was $300,000.
Right.
An automated drone that you could just ride around in and take pictures and enjoy yourself, or take over manually if you want.
Like a mini helicopter.
You're getting a helicopter. So the vehicle slash drone. The vehicle is more or less just a transportation for your drone, but
drive it wherever you're going to go and then
yeah.
fly for 1,000 kilometers, wherever the hell she said.
So one of my big questions for this one would be like, if you were able to mass produce this though and get it out there in the market, like let's say there were a bunch of these out there, that would be fucking scary too. You know what I mean? So
flying into each other.
It's kind of like the same rule of driving. Like I trust myself pretty well driving down the road, but I don't trust other people on the road. I'm really not going to trust other people out there just flying around in their own drones. But
with this happening now, and we've seen, like we just talked about, the technology and how it's changed over the last 30, 35 years.
Yeah.
I'm almost 40. Like, my goal is I'm halfway through my life, but you know what I mean? Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But like in 40 years, like if I hit 80, when I'm 80,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are the regulations and all that? Like another 40 years, not even 40 years, but like probably not that far away if they're releasing these things in China next year.
Yeah.
Like what are the like
what's it going to look like?
How is travel going to look in 10 years, 20 years? You know what I mean? Like,
well, and like, so I think
happen. How do you regulate and have like highways in the sky, right? Like,
but so that gets me.
mean?
Okay, I'm glad you said that because that gets me directly to the point that I was going to mention. So, you remember the movie I, Robot with Will Smith? And
iRobot, yeah.
Yeah, iRobot with Will Smith.
Literally when you said the title of the movie.
Okay. Yeah.
I knew you
yeah, so iRobot with Will Smith, and they like get on the highway and everything's automated. Everybody's cars are automated, right? So, I would think that if they were going to do something, like if this was going to be something common, that they would have something like that where essentially you'd have flight paths and stuff that are automated that you can't manually use. So there would be detection methods and automated flight paths for these things to go on about where they're going.
Like if you just
you can't trust people to do that. You know what I mean?
No.
Like it has to be automated.
Yes. And I guess that would be the thing. Like maybe you use like a Google Earth global positioning system.
Yeah.
That, okay, this person wants to go, like even me to you, you know what I mean? Like, okay, Huey's going to go fly to Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if it's like line of sight, bird's eye view from whatever, me to you, who else is like
crisscrossing that path? Yeah.
Or if it's all total GPS and there's like people would end up different heights and it would just control itself.
Yeah.
It would know where every other drone is that's flying around. Maybe
it would essentially take the like whenever you think about your airport and you have like your flight control and that kind of stuff there in the towers and automate that. For everybody to,
I think you know what I mean? Like if it's like next year, anybody can buy these. It's gonna be neat. Like
we will see this integrated in society in our time, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not like it's not gonna take over the market of vehicles, but I think this is gonna be a much more common thing.
I think the driving will definitely see. Like my truck can already drive itself to a
Yeah.
certain point,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, hey, asshole, wake up.
Yeah.
But, like for a certain amount of time, I can let go of the wheel and it'll just follow the lines of the road. And
Yeah.
again, that was 2018. So
Yeah.
I know that like that technology is so much further now.
Oh yeah.
And it'll get to the point where you just jump in, and I think they do that now. I remember like
They have automated vehicles now. Yeah.
they had totally automated.
Yeah.
So
Totally automated vehicles. Yep. Yep.
eventually,
I would
that'll
love
definitely
that.
be in
Like,
our lifetime. For
like
sure.
just hop in the vehicle and be like, take me to work. And boom.
Yeah.
And then I chill for 45 minutes on the drive.
No more drunk driving accidents. You can just get plowed and fucking just jump and it'll take you home.
That's one way to think about it. I mean, statistically, it does help, right?
Exactly.
So interesting.
No more speeding. You just can't. You can't override it. It's like no, the speed limit's 100. You're gonna do 100. Like you get there when you know what I mean.
Yep.
You have to get in the car if you want to be there on time. You got to get in the fucking car and like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Plan for that route.
Yep. Well, and I think that there's going to be so much of it due to the automation that like it's going to be easier to predict the timing for your routes and that kind of stuff because like it essentially is going to tell you like be in the car at this time if you want to be on time.
Right.
Okay, and you
then
get in the car, you know.
Sit in the back seat and fuck play Xbox and it's just gonna take you
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Everybody will be the little kid in the back seat just.
Yep, just hanging out, just chilling,
arrive.
reading a
I
book.
gotta take a piss. Hit the button, it'll just pull over to the next gas station, fill up.
Yep. Crazy. It's gonna happen. We'll
That'll
see.
Be neat. That'll be neat.
it's a developing technology as we speak, so it's already out there. It's just a matter of tweaking it and making it better.
Like so many people think
crazy.
that is the price for the aircraft, but it is come with the car because the aircraft is stored in the back trunk.
She even just said everybody thinks that's the price for the aircraft.
Pause it again, sorry. Or go back like a hair to just the vehicle. Maybe a little, like right there. So right there, that's perfect. Would that be a 4-seater then? You think? Because it's got 2 doors, and then the drone goes into the trunk.
That's a 2-seater. That drone takes up this whole back area.
Yeah, but there's 2 doors there.
I mean, yeah. No, you're right. I guess.
I think that's a 4-seater.
A 4-seater.
That's why it's a 6.
This is like above your head though.
Yes, that's definitely the roof.
I wonder if there's like a compartment that like so it like is like closed off right there.
Yeah, you'd think so. We need to see the trunk more. Is there where? Go back to
Yeah, it's like
there. Do the wings fold? Maybe the wings fold in. Oh.
No, like they're.
Yeah,
like
no.
So right here, this has to be the outline of your seat.
Yes. So that's got to be above.
And then this is above you, and I just wonder if it's like closed off in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weird. Super weird. Either way.
Very cool. That's pretty sick.
It is cool.
All right, guys, I'm here with Arthur.
Wait, did I miss something right there? Oh, no.
All right, guys, I'm here with Arthur from AC Future, and he's going to talk to us about the Transformer home.
This is me, baby. This is my retirement. Let's go.
Folds up and it's like a train car. Super ugly.
Don't even care.
Look at this. Look at it, like compacts.
Look at
it,
this.
like,
that's wonderful. Produces electricity.
It captures water as you're driving, 15 gallons of water a day. We believe that there is a difference between a house and a home, and a home has spirit. And what
Look at that whole office setup, dude.
It does. It's pretty wild how much that thing expands and then collapses.
This entity will be your assistant. It will be your
This is
butler,
perfect.
It will be a friend, a consultant.
Got a deck.
Manage your office calls.
This is better than my house right now.
Make coffee for you.
Like, look at how like it like the whole back
the
like
AC Future home. I know you have more things in the pipeline.
longer and wider. Like that's
We
pretty
do have
neat.
other 2 configurations, but the inspiration really came from.
Like look how
the
small
housing
that gets.
crisis.
It's just a camper.
I believe that everybody
Yeah.
should have a home. We are presenting the top level.
And there's
version
different
of
models
our
of different
home,
sizes.
but our main goal is really to allow people to enter into the home ownership.
Like that
world
bed, you can
by
see the bed in the
buying
back, like just
base
folds
model
up and then like
that doesn't
Brett
have
like.
wheels, and it comes out at a very reasonable price, around $98,000, the base price.
98,000?
Not bad.
That is about
For again,
128,
for what it
and
is.
this one about 298.
And when can people get this and where?
When we have actually here the pre-order desk, anyone that wants to come and join us, not only
You could
enjoy
buy
this
them now.
product, but help us move into
Right?
solving
Like-
the housing crisis.
Man.
Welcome to the pre-order now.
This is
Pretty
great.
cool.
That's wonderful. I want
Scared
that.
of bed bugs.
All right,
Can't afford
everybody,
to stay.
we're here
Yeah,
with
exactly,
Steven
gamer. Yep,
from
that's your own hotel.
MotoSurf. This thing is and looks pretty cool.
Moto
Please tell me more about
Surf.
Yeah, so this is a motorized surfboard.
Oh,
The industry
a
of
motorized
surfing has been
surfboard.
around for a long time. So this is just the newest iteration of high-end, super performance-based, super reliable products inside that field.
it. What differentiates this one from the other ones?
So we really just tried to consider the customer as the most important aspect of the product. So we made sure that anything that could possibly wear out over time, like the control handle, the propulsion system, the foot pads, the battery, we made sure all of it could come apart and come off with no
So
tools.
weird.
It's completely toolless setup,
Yeah.
so that if you have a rental company and stuff like that, you don't have to.
I,
work
like,
through
is it, so it's
on the
just a
product.
surfboard?
The other thing we did too was everything that's
It's a jet ski surfboard.
Jet ski
You're working with
surfboard.
Yeah.
titanium, we were working in salt water. We didn't want any galvanic corrosion, so we made sure that everything was titanium. So
Does
that
it prevent
if you're
sharks?
The first owner of the product, or the second owner of the product, and it's 25 years from now, you'll have the same enjoyable experience.
So if I were to want to buy this, where do I get it and how
Oh,
much
you can
is
see
it?
him in the background.
Yeah, on the TV.
Video there.
And that's the place to get it.
$14,000 plus $500 shipping. Sick.
Maybe I'll get to surf actually for once in my
Ridiculous.
life. Thank you so much, Steven. Hey everybody, we're here with Christopher.
Look at
from
this
Verge.
cool
He's
guy.
Sitting on an e-bike.
Oh, we want to do an interview. Let me get my sunglasses.
Let me get my
This is actually
shades. It's
first
bright
time
in here.
on a motorcycle. Is this the time for me to get one? I've
It
only
is a
driven
cool
them
looking
in
bike,
video
though.
games.
Verge
Yeah.
is a great bike to start with because since it's electric, it's automatic. So, if you're concerned about shifting gears,
Automatic.
you don't have to worry
I
about
like
that
it.
because it's completely gearless
Yep.
and clutchless. So you just have your throttle, and then you have your front and rear brakes.
So what are the specs for a bike like this?
It's 1,000 Newton meters of torque, so that's a lot of power. And then the top speed is 124 miles per hour. And
Jesus.
0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds for the Pro. We actually have an Ultra as well that goes in 2.5 seconds. It has its own operating system.
2.5
so it has
seconds.
its own computer. It
That's
uses
cool.
Unreal Engine as the base. And so it has its own computer where you can actually dial in the settings. So if you want to make this a more tame ride, you can totally do that. And if you want to go beast mode with it, you can totally do that too.
So considering it's an EV vehicle, I'm sure people would love to know how long it takes to charge and how long can you drive this for?
So that's actually a really impressive feature on both bikes. The Pro here, it's over 200 miles, 217 miles on a full charge. You can use really any, we recommend the Supercharger, the fastest one, and it's going to take you about 35 minutes. So you can go a really long distance and you really don't have to wait that long to recharge it.
When can people get this bike and how much is it?
So it's production ready, sales are open. You can go through our social, our main website. So the TS Pro is going for $29,900 and the Verge TS Ultra is going for $44,900.
Hold on everybody, this is gonna be my first bike ever. Can I take this one? All right, sweet. See you guys later.
All right. So, like, I like that. I like
People
the
would be
motorcycle.
Dead. 125 miles an hour in 2 seconds.
No. That was 0 to 60. That was 0 to 60.
Oh, okay.
0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So that's and that's not a lot different than a lot of bikes that are out there now. So like the main features of that one, obviously, it being automatic and electric, and maybe this is just me because America is massive, but I think obviously you probably have the same thing up there in Canada. We live in two of the largest countries in the world. You know what I mean? And so like. When they say 200 miles of drive time, and then they're like, that's not far to me, like that's 200 miles ain't nothing. Now I know, like I've talked to the guys that we have over here. Snipes is probably still here from over in the UK. 200 miles is quite a bit. So obviously there's a big difference in where you're from and how much you would be using. But like I can do 200. I could do fucking 300, 400 miles in a day. It's really not that big a deal, you know.
Right.
You know, longer trip, obviously, but like to think that like I'd have to go 200 miles and then sit there for 35 minutes while it charges up for another 200 miles is a little inconvenient. And that was the top end model, you know. That was the $50,000 version. So I don't know. Very cool. I like the concept. I like the look of the bike. I mean, I know that they were obviously displaying the pink one right there, but obviously I don't think I'd go for the pink one if I was going to go for one. But I like the
Does it display makeup on your face though?
Right? You have to keep your face.
What we need.
You have to keep your face like right above it as you ride. So yeah, give me that feature and I'm sold. But very cool. Oh, is that the suitcase you want? Where's she at?
Is that what she pulled up on?
Yeah, she
It
pulled.
is.
She's on the suitcase.
It's right there behind her. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. The suitcase, little mobile
it's a
suitcase.
Moped suitcase.
That's funny. That's funny. All
Jersey to Carolina on regular is 529 miles. So yeah, you'd have to charge it at least twice.
Yeah. And that adds a lot of time to a trip, you know.
Yeah.
As opposed to
And
just
you're
pulling
another
up
hour,
and getting 5 minutes.
over an hour.
5 minutes,
Yeah.
get some gas, go take a leak, grab a snack, and you're back on the road.
Yeah.
You're not winning electronic vehicles. You're not winning this. Not yet.
They're not, all the charging stations there aren't enough of them. Not
No.
where we are anyway, right? Like there's like a Canadian Tire in Deep River over there.
Okay.
Like there's a few stations there, and then it's like pretty far where the next one is. And if they're all being used, then you have to wait for
You have to wait in
somebody
line,
else
yeah.
to stop. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or if they're not like, so yeah.
Charging stations down here, I will say, from what I've noticed, are pretty common. I think there's definitely there's a lot of accessibility for charging stations.
Yeah, that's good.
But like you said, you know, like you pull up to a place, you may still be in line to try to get in there. So yeah, I don't know. Electric, I'm not sold on that yet.
With that thing, like you're definitely like a summer kind of thing, right? Because it's a motorcycle.
Correct.
But like for the vehicle, a regular like a car, like an electric car. If you're driving it in the winter, you know what I mean. Like it's another thing, and batteries in the cold too. Like I know.
Yeah, the big difference.
There's a lot of
for that.
stuff around that and how long they last, but yeah, it's
So,
at least the bike.
I mean, I think if I had my choice, I would just go ahead and get my drone out. You know, just you know, pull up my little goofy looking SUV, pop out my drone, and
the motorcycle
fly there.
transforms into a drone.
Ooh, now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. So now, okay. So this one is just the best of CES.
Yeah. So all the other ones were IGN. They
Yes.
did a bunch of videos. There's a bunch more videos that if anybody wants to look
Yeah,
at
there's
more
a
stuff.
there's a lot.
Covering these. There's a lot of people went to this and they made their own videos on YouTube. We just tried to find some that summed it up pretty good and had some cool stuff in it. So the IGN ones, those are all those ones, but we found one more that had some cool stuff in it that
I
the
think,
IGN's one.
Yeah, this is the
didn't
last
have.
one. Yep.
So this is CNET, I guess, is there? I don't know, some channel on YouTube, but this lady here did her best of, or like the award, like an award for the best of this and this and this, and you'll see. So it's all mixed in. It's not like gaming and house stuff and whatever. It is done that way. Sorry, it's not. That's a sorry.
Oh, wait, that's the first one that I'm adding here, though. Hold on, sorry. One.
Hey.
No, I was saying sorry.
Okay.
One. I was not
Okay.
saying sorry there. No. You're not getting me. Sorry. I was just reading as I typed it in.
You kind of said it there.
I did not. I 100% was not saying. I pulled it because I was looking through my sources and it's labeled
just
as.
now.
Oh, did I? Did I? Fine. I'll count it. I'll count it. We'll call it 2. All right.
All right.
All right.
That's enough. Just play the video.
Play the goddamn video.
CES 2025.
Oh, we made a whole.
Tech
We
companies
almost
from
did.
around the world gather in Las Vegas to wow us with their hot new technology and bring solutions to our biggest problems. And we're here to award the best of the best. These are the official 2025 Best of CES winners awarded by CNET Group, which is a team of sites made up by CNET, ZDNet, Mashable, PCMag, and Lifehacker. We are CTA's official media partner for the Best of CES Awards, and the winners were chosen by our team of experts checking out the tech. The award for Best Artificial Intelligence goes to NVIDIA's Cosmos AI model, a missing link that allows robots and autonomous vehicles to become much more capable. Training robots requires a lot of data, and this lets
Hey, look, there he is, bringing it to me. All right.
takes digital models of
Give me my water.
And transforms them into simulations that act like real-world scenarios. For transportation and mobility, Honda takes the win with its 0 Series SUV and 0 Series sedan electric vehicles. These look like they're straight out of a science fiction movie.
Hey, look at the
It has
dashboard.
a battery that can charge in 15 minutes, and the vehicle is also powered
Look
by
at
a
that.
new artificial
It's just a
intelligence
giant
chip.
screen.
It is.
Or multiple screens.
But I'm sorry, I just have to say though, why are all electric? All right, you got me on that one. That was a definite one. Yes. Why are all electric vehicles so ugly?
It's all spacey. It's
It's
all
so
looks like a
ugly.
shuttle.
They're so
I
ugly.
know. Just make it look like a regular fucking car.
Give me a real
It's gotta look
car.
like a spaceship. It's not a spaceship.
It's not. And I like the looks of regular vehicles. Give me a
That's
regular.
not even a regular Honda symbol in the steering wheel.
No. And like the Honda print on the back looked weird. Like everything about this car looks terrible to me. It's just,
I think it's neat that the whole thing is a screen. Like that's wild.
that's cool. Don't get me wrong. That is a cool, unique feature. All right, let me see if I can back it up here so you can kind of see it lit up a little bit. But like, I even think of like the Tesla Cybertrucks and how fucking ugly those things are. You know?
Yeah.
Like at least some of the Tesla cars look kind of normal. You know what I mean? They have some of those out there, but like this one right here though, specifically, like this is the ugliest vehicle ever. Maybe it's number 2 next to the Cybertruck. I just had to throw it out there.
But Honda says the final design
I get it. Yeah, look at that.
Ugh, just
No
hideous.
pricing details, but the plan is to launch these vehicles
It
in
looks
North
like Kit
America
from Knight Rider is with her
Right.
and an iPod.
Laptops, our Best of CES winner goes to the Asus ZenBook A14. And it wins for being the thinnest and lightest Copilot Plus PC. It also packs in a bunch of unexpected features and a 30-hour battery. The X Elite model launches this week for about
I'm sure that's a good
$100.
laptop for just like normal use stuff, you know?
Coming in March for
Like
about
not a
$900.
gaming laptop or anything.
No.
CES always has plenty of televisions, but the one that looks best to our experts is the LG G5 OLED. The company says it's 40% brighter and it has better contrast and bright lighting compared to its predecessor, which was one of the best TVs last year. For smart home tech, we are giving a hand to the robot that gives you a hand. Roborock's Saurus.
There we go.
Yeah, there we are.
It can pick up socks.
That is a Huey
And
sock
put it
right
in a
there
bin.
too. Look at that. That is a sock I could see you wearing.
Yeah. And it will like put it in a designated bin. Like you can label it socks, and it would go and bring it to the sock bin.
I have to say though, I couldn't have this in my house because it would go pick up Molly's toy, and Molly would just like attack it. Like she'd be yanking the room all around the room. Like leave my fucking
Rip the
toys
arm.
alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Molly
Don't touch
would
those.
break our robot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'd have to train the robot not to touch Molly's toys. Ugh.
That's pretty neat though.
It is very cool. I like that one.
You can detect it, right?
Yeah.
Paper battery.
Okay, the battery.
Okay, yes.
A company from Singapore developed a scalable solution to traditional lithium-ion batteries. The key component here is cellulose, but it is flexible. It can be as small as a coin battery. And
That's a
when these
battery.
batteries are no
That's
longer needed,
crazy.
They can decompose in 6 weeks.
And that's that right there. The fact that it says it can decompose a battery, a paper battery that can decompose.
I don't understand the paper battery thing. What is it like? Does it have to like? I don't get why it's moving like that. Is that just showing that it's paper? That it's paper and thin?
I think that's the way that I take it, is that it's just like paper thin. It's like, you know what I mean? It's not like a thick, chunky battery.
But what is like? How does cellulose? What is that? And how did like? I'm not asking you.
Yeah, no.
I
I'm with
wonder
you.
how does that? How is it a battery? It's wild.
Yeah. So how is the cellulose integrated into it to allow it to break down? Because that's the part that has to be the key to breaking down, would be the cellulose, I would assume. But how, like you said, so how is it also a battery? Like,
Yeah, like, and this isn't like gonna go on your phone or like not something like, you know what I mean? It's meant
Yeah.
for a specific application, obviously, which is cool, but
so,
yeah.
but I guess that's the question though, is like, could something like this go into your phone? Because if you think about, like, lithium ion batteries are terrible for the environment.
Right.
Like there's no good disposal method for lithium batteries. So if this was able to take over for your phone, like, how long would it last compared to, say, your lithium batteries? And then whenever, you know, your phone goes bad and you turn it in and it gets thrown into the dump, like, would you be able to, you know what I mean? It's going to be much more environmentally friendly that the batteries could be pulled out of your phone and then disposed of, and they would compost.
Right.
And then obviously you'd have to deal with the rest of the plastics and that kind of stuff. But the lithium,
rechargeable paper battery.
Yeah, exactly.
$1 in seed funding to run a pilot project this year. For the gaming category,
Yeah, that's
the award
weird.
goes to the Lenovo Legion Go S.
This
It
one looks
stands
cool to
apart
me. I
from
like
other
this.
gaming handhelds for its operating system. There will also be a version with Windows 11, but there's a version as well with Valve Steam OS. That makes it
Windows
the only
or
portable
Steam?
gaming system that officially runs Steam that isn't from Valve. It's big news if you want a Steam Deck alternative. The Go S will be the cheapest Legion Go device when it ships in May, starting at $600.
But then they say it's going to start at $600, but you could get a Steam Deck directly from Valve for like $400.
Yeah.
So why would I go with this one then? Now, the only way that I could see it being feasible is like if you'd be able to switch back and forth between Windows and Steam and Valve. You know what I mean? So that you could use it as like a personal handheld computer or run off of Steam. That would make it worth a couple $100 extra to me. That would be cool. But if I don't understand why you would buy a more expensive version. That doesn't make sense, but I'm sure that there's something I just don't know about it there.
Best wellness and fitness tech, the award goes to the Oslo Sleep Buds. The design makes sure they stay put and that you don't feel them when you are sleeping on your side. But for $300, it also has several features. It blocks out outside noise so you don't hear someone snoring next to you. It also has biometric
Snoring? Who
sensors
does
that
that?
track sleep, an in-ear alarm, a 10-hour battery.
Terrible.
In-ear alarm. You can sleep with them and it'll be your alarm clock.
So we have the new AirPods. Ellie got me some for Christmas, right? And whenever I first put them in, I was so thrown off because they have that noise canceling technology.
Right.
And like I put those things in, and like you can't even talk to somebody in the room. Like you just see their mouth, and I'm like, whoa! I think this is insane. So like whenever I was in the hotel room last time back in January, whenever I was traveling for work, I'd put those in, and Man Bear would be streaming in Discord, so I'd sit there and watch him, and we'd sit there and bullshit all night. You know what I mean? But like the air conditioning is going in the hotel room, and the noise of people running outside, and blah blah blah, and it was just like. Just silent. Like all I could hear was, and I know I'm a little behind on the times. All right. You know what I mean? I don't keep up with all the most recent technology and everything, but like, I just wanted a pair of AirPods. So like whenever I go out and mow, like I didn't care about the noise or anything like that. I used Ellie's old ones and would just listen to music. But now whenever I put those in, and I didn't know they had that. So I was like, like what is going on right now?
Yeah, I love mine for cutting the grass or
doing
any of that stuff, like or weed whipping or whatever. Because you don't hear the machine as much, and you just hear your music. I don't know the AirPods. I got like a Monster, whatever.
Yeah.
But it does cancel a lot of noise, and big difference. Yeah,
I had a different pair. I forget what brand they are. They do a lot of the same features. They don't have quite as good as noise cancellation as these do. But I got them because I wanted to try something besides like a full on headset. I wanted to link it up to the computer and just have earbuds in. It was a little bit more comfortable to me. But the batteries would last like half an hour. And then I'd have to, and I'm like, oh, these suck. So I actually just took those to work. And so like now at work, like I'll throw on like background noise whenever I'm sitting there typing or doing whatever. And I use them at work. And then it's not as big of a deal to take them out and recharge them, sporadically throughout the day. So, but no, man, that was one thing I was going to say is the AirPods and that kind of stuff, the earbud technology, that stuff is freaking awesome these days. I love that stuff.
Yeah. What I liked about the ones that we just saw there, like they seem really low profile. Like the ones that I have stick out kind of not that far, but like, you know what I mean? They stick out a bit.
Yeah.
And like even for it kind of sucks. Mrs. Huey got me a helmet for snowboarding a long time ago, and I wanted one with built-in speakers.
Oh, okay.
But the technology was older, and it actually has an auxiliary jack in the back. And so you would plug it in like a set of headphones, but it was just built into the helmet.
Yeah.
But now our phones don't have auxiliary. Like, you know what I mean? So I can't
we've moved past aux cords now.
Yeah, exactly. So it kind of sucks that I can't even use the helmet music the way that I bought it for, because I don't even have a device that has an auxiliary thing anymore. I could use an old phone, I guess, just for that, and that's fine. Whatever. But like the monster ones that I have, like the wireless earbuds that I have now, stick out a little bit, like with the whatever the design is. But those ones are a lot more low profile. Get in there, and then I could still put my helmet over top of that, if I, because I don't want to get a new helmet. I don't, you know what I mean? But if I wanted to listen to music, the lower profile would be cool.
Now, have you ever looked into like because they have the thing where you could take it, plug in the aux, but it like goes to a certain frequency, and you could have like an app on your phone that goes to that same frequency and use it that way, so you can get rid of the corded part of that.
That is an excellent idea. I might look into that.
I got you.
Thank you.
For more tech tips, turn into Neozal13 at twitch.tv.
I like that.
But yeah, that's what I would look into, because the only reason I know that is because I've looked into something like that before. There was kind of the same fight that you're dealing with. I've dealt with. So yeah. Then the only thing you got to worry about, though, because obviously you're snowboarding, there's going to be a little jolting around and that kind of stuff, is that piece. Actually, you'd have to figure out how to secure that and make sure that it doesn't actually come out on you and get lost in the snow. So, all right, cool.
HMD's off-grid accessory. It's a $200 dongle that lets any Android or iPhone send text messages and contact emergency services by connecting to a network of satellites when there's no cell signal.
That's kind of cool.
Although some newer phones today do offer satellite connectivity, this gives the power to older phones as well, which could be a life-saving feature in some cases. The catch is that it requires a subscription to HMD service, which starts at $80 a year.
That's going to be obsolete in no time. Yeah, like it is cool because, like she said, that like there's some phones that are out there currently that don't have that kind of feature, but almost all phones are getting to the point now to where like emergency services are available. So a cool one for anybody who doesn't have a newer updated phone, but it is going to be obsolete very soon. So
BB plus NFC. It offers several innovations that make it the most impressive and secure smart lock that we've seen to date. It also can sense your location within inches, and it has the awareness to know which side of the door you're on. There's hands-free unlocking, but also it has backups, like using NFC for tap to unlock entry, and a keypad, and a good old traditional key slot as well. Priced at about $400, it supports a number of smart home systems, and it has a year of battery life. It wouldn't be
no
CES
thanks.
without some
$400, so you don't have to use a key.
Yeah.
Like how much fucking money these people have, dude.
Large spoon sends an electric
the salt spoon
to make your food taste saltier. The idea is to get food to taste better without having to add unnecessary salt to your diet. When our team tried it, folks said they could detect a slight difference, but results may vary. It's available for sale now in Japan for 19,800 yen, which is about $125. So what's the best overall winner of CES?
I want my food to taste saltier, but I don't want to put some salt in it.
Takes the top award.
Well, if it's not good for you, then yeah, I guess. But it's a health thing. So like,
the biggest gap keeping robots and automation from becoming more useful is training data. And Cosmos uses generative AI to fill that gap. Congratulations to all the winners. There have been so many.
I kind of what was can I rewatch that last product because I don't understand what that is.
That was the first thing she talked about. This is the winner that they're
Oh, that's okay. That was the first thing. I gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. All right, gotcha. That makes sense. Pretty neat stuff, dude.
Pretty cool.
Honestly, I do enjoy. Like I said, whenever we first, brought this up, I was kind of like on the topic because I just didn't know a lot about it. But once I got to digging a little deeper what all was actually at like whenever you first told me about like the tech show thing, I was thinking it's going to be like graphics cards and new CPUs and stuff. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that stuff.
The whole section of NVIDIA graphics cards.
Yeah.
Like they had their own fucking stage. Like if you look up CES 2025, you don't have to, but like anybody in chat, there's all the new graphics cards coming out and all kinds of stuff like that. I don't know anything about any of that, so that didn't really interest us. But if you want to check any of that stuff out, anybody in the chat, you can. There's a lot of new stuff about that.
I can actually see chat again now that the video's off the screen. So hi everybody.
You can see it that whole time?
No. I have not. No. I mentioned that earlier. I haven't been able to see chat this whole time. Because I need a third monitor for this is what needs to happen, and I have one sitting down there, but I don't have a spot for it. That's Magic the Gathering cards and everything. So like,
you figured out how to pop it out.
No, I did not figure it out. So I have not seen chat for like the last hour and 15 minutes.
Now we have to go back and
no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Well, let's rehash everybody. Well, I was listening for your verbal cues in order to participate, so we were good.
I definitely didn't comment enough. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't realize.
It's okay.
I said sorry.
Got him. I think we're even then because that's 2 for you, 2 for me. Boom.
Man.
Which is still a pretty low count so far. So
it is. I try to be perfect.
We are
I want
never
a perfect episode of No Sorry.
That is gonna be rough, dude. Like, how is that gonna happen? So
some days,
one of these days, we might be able to make it happen. We'll see. I'm not gonna get my hopes up though. It's
I didn't want to. There was one thing that wasn't any of those. I think it was at this show. I don't even know if you can bring it up, but
what do you got?
It was a game, the Game Seer.
Would it be on YouTube? Is this a YouTube video?
Yeah, it should be. The Game Seer. No, GAMSIR. GAMSIR.
Oh, I forgot you can see my screen. I was like, how did you know I'm mistyping that? Okay, I forgot.
Yeah. It's not the SE. I don't know. Type in extra bumpers. I don't know if what that would. Yeah, see what comes up there. Cyclone 2 a month ago.
It's 2 years ago. Yeah, that's a month ago. It was an unboxing.
I don't know if it's out or not yet. I don't think it's out yet. It's not the G7 SE. I've got that. Maybe it's the Cyclone 2. That was a month ago. I don't know. I'm making it.
Here, let's look up.
And it's not the HE either. Maybe it's the Cyclone 2. Cyclone 2 Pro. I don't know.
Brings that guy up again. New favorite controller. Trigger stops.
This is taking too long. I feel bad.
Oh, you don't need to feel bad.
Anyway, I don't have to. Whatever. It's okay. So, I don't know. I found games here to be like I don't know, the newer controllers that I keep buying because they're pretty cheap. I don't think it's on their website yet. It might be, but like they're pretty inexpensive. They're like, $60 or whatever. It's got like the bumpers on the back that are low profile and everything, and they just feel cool. Like I think they're great, and they had the Hall effect sticks and all that stuff. It was really cool. I'm sorry, I said it again. I can't think of the name. That was a giveaway. I knew I was gonna say it. I can't figure. I should have looked it up before. But what was really cool, I had a Razer Wolverine Ultimate controller, and that thing was like a couple $100. It was very more than like an Elite. And what was cool about it is it had extra bumpers, and because I hold my controller like this with all my fingers up top,
Yeah.
it was neat to have. I know there's the buttons underneath, but the new Game Steer, like this is my Game Steer SE. But the new one, I can't remember the name, has the extra bumpers, and I believe it's wireless for PC. I really want to get that one. Not that I play on PC much, but like it would still be wired for the Xbox. But I miss having, because I hold it like this. I loved having like jump, being able to like program 2 extra bumpers was really sweet.
I don't know how you can hold a controller like this.
And I can push the buttons
like
underneath.
I am a
I push them with my ring finger.
That's crazy. I can't do
That's
that.
how I play.
I can't do that. And like, just say, and maybe this is the old man in me, but it shouldn't be, because I played with a controller most of my life. But one of the main reasons that I'm terrible on console stuff is like I can't aim or move with my thumbs. I'm like an all or nothing. Like I'll push all the way over. Like when it comes to aiming with my thumbs, there's no finesse. That's why, like, if you ever watch me and I'm on controller, my guy's like I can't do it, dude. Mouse and keyboard, is the only way that I can properly aim anything. So, yeah, I'm terrible.
You hold the same wicked, yeah. PS2 is what fucked me up there, because PS2 had like the big PlayStation has really big triggers, right? They had big triggers and like the bumpers and stuff. And so when I played PS2 for the first time, I held it like this. And then when I moved over to Xbox, like 360 and stuff like that, I just kept holding on. And it's not comfortable because, like, you know, my finger, I don't mean to be shooting the middle finger here, but like that, my middle finger is on like the tip. Like it's not comfortable. I know you're supposed to hold it like this and it's way more comfortable and move your fingers. But I'm like holding, you can see it there. Like it's right on like the tip, right? It's not the most comfortable, but I can't do it any other way.
I think more people hold it like you do than I do.
I don't know.
Really? Rocket
Yeah,
League's
I
what
think,
made me start holding it like that, and I can't hold it any other way. See, it's like,
Yeah.
because I've always heard that. I mean, like, if you think about it, I mean, if you're moving your index fingers up and down, you're taking more time to react to things and do
Exactly.
things, you know. So,
Yeah.
like,
And so
it
that's
just makes
why I
more
like-
sense.
I was even quicker with the extra bumpers on the Razer controller. But
Yeah.
it broke the thumbstick,
Yeah.
some stupid thing. But so if this thing has it, I'm really looking forward to that. And it should be like none of their controllers are like more than $100. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
pretty
got
good.
all the extra bumpers. It's got Hall
Yeah.
effect sticks. It's gonna have it's gonna be not expensive. And
Now, have you ever looked into the controllers that have, like, on the back side have like triggers for your other fingers?
Yep. Like that has the buttons there.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I've seen ones that have like 3 of them down there, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
every finger literally has like a trigger that you can hit. That's insane.
Yeah, so I've had I have my Elite, like the first Elites, like
Mhm.
Xbox Elite and the Elite 2s and stuff. They have 4. So yeah, there's like you would normally. I couldn't do it that well like this, but if you held it like this, then because once I'm here, then my only support is like my pinky finger.
Mhm.
But if you held it normal, then these would, you know what I mean? These all had buttons.
Yep.
Every
Yep.
single one of these would have buttons, and
That's
then you
crazy.
keep these fingers up here.
I am too
I couldn't
dumb
get
to
into
figure
all
that
those.
out.
I couldn't get into all those. I like having like jump and stuff underneath, but
Mhm.
for like when I was playing Road Company and stuff with the Razer with those extra bumpers, I was jumping and rolling
Yeah.
way faster with those, and then throwing grenades quicker. Like it was just a lot more
Yeah.
up here than underneath.
I got you.
So anyway, Game Steer's got a new controller coming out that has the bumpers that I'd like to get. 8-Bit Do is another company that does controllers. They do it for all the platforms, and they have one that has the extra bumpers, but it's only for like the Switch and the PC so far. They don't have an Xbox dedicated one with the
Okay.
extra bumpers yet. So
Gotcha.
I might whatever one comes first, I might
Yeah.
check that out because
I've always preferred PlayStation controllers over Xbox controllers, and I don't know if that's just because like I grew up mostly a PlayStation gamer, so I think it's probably just what I'm most comfortable with. But the best ones that I found for PC tend to be more like the Xbox designed
Yeah, yeah.
controllers, just
Yep.
as far as performance wise. So yeah, I don't know. Because I was looking at Wicked, he said the PS5 controllers are way more comfortable for holding than Xbox. But gamers with me, he holds it my way. He's we're the old guys who just move our index fingers back and forth.
Yeah, then with PlayStation, the thumbsticks are at the same height, right? Like they're both like kind of lower or whatever, whereas Xbox is kind of like tilted there. So it's just
Yeah.
I can see it being more comfortable and having
Yep.
like the bigger paddles and stuff. Controller input will still never compare to the amount of inputs I have on my M and key. Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
For PS4, can't use them because the PC hates them.
Right?
Nice.
Yep, I agree. PlayStation controllers all the way, but PCs don't like them, so is what it is.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, that's all our videos that we had. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody else has any other tech stuff. Like we said, scene coming out, or you talk anything else tech wise. It is pretty neat how far things have come. I know we mentioned that.
There's definitely some cool stuff out there.
And it's gonna be neat to see as time goes on where we're at, because even the drones for like delivering food and stuff, like Domino's and Little Caesars have like the little bots that drive on the sidewalks to deliver pizzas that are all automated. And all that stuff is neat to see.
It is cool. So
we have a thing. I'm sure this isn't whatever, but like Mrs. Hugh and I went to that the hockey game recently, the Ottawa Senators game, and at the arena, like there's like the checkout thing. It's like all the drinks, like mostly alcohol, like buying beer and stuff like that. It's all the coolers and stuff, and you go and you grab a drink, and then you just go and you put like, and there's like M&Ms, there's like a few snack things that you can buy. So you put like a twisted tea and I had non-alcoholic Heineken, like twisted tea and a Heineken and a bag of M&Ms on this little pad.
Yeah.
And there's a camera. It scans it. You don't have to like do a barcode. It just like you put it down. The camera knows exactly what it is and charges you for it.
That's kind of cool.
It's all just like a camera. No barcodes, no scanning. It's just like put it down on the pad. It goes, okay, I know it's those three things, and then.
So does that speed up or slow down the process? Do you feel?
Pretty quick.
It was pretty quick.
You're not scanning three individual things. You just put it down on the thing. It's like, okay, $30, and then you just tap. Like you can use a tap. Like, and I have tap on my phone, so I just like click my phone, boom, pay for it, and walk out. Like it's
nice.
It's pretty quick.
Nice.
And there's just like a couple of workers there that are just monitoring, and you're not feeling shit.
Watching it. Yeah.
You have to you had to open the drink before you left, so that you're not like
buying it and transport, taking it home and stuff. Yeah.
You had to actually open it, which is fine. But it's like it's neat that you just like place it there and then boom, it charges you for it.
Yeah, that is cool.
Self checkout kind of thing. So
I like it.
It'll be neat, like if grocery stores like start doing that, like the self checkout stuff. I know some of that's been hit and miss, but
we have a lot of self checkout down here anymore. Like that's
we do too. I think a lot of people are stealing stuff, even accidentally. Like you forget to scan something. And, you know what I mean? I know it's become an issue for people.
Yeah,
but
I still prefer to go through the lines where somebody.
Me too.
You know, somebody scans it, somebody bags it. Like I don't have to worry about it at all because I mean, I think like self checkout's good if you only have like a small amount of things. You know what I mean? But like we go to the grocery store, we're buying groceries for 4 people, you know, minimum, and so you buy a whole cartload. It's like, you got to go through something. So
self checkout all day.
You're buying for one person, Wicked.
Yeah.
All right.
You're good, Wicked.
I like to bag my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just depends on the amount of stuff. It just depends on the amount of stuff. That's my thing. Is if it's a few things, absolutely. Yeah. If it's a cart full, let somebody else deal with it.
Cart full is even difficult because on the regular lanes, there's a full fucking conveyor belt and a lot of room for you to put your shit.
Yes.
Self checkout, it's like
you have a little bitty thing,
and you have a tiny little table that you have to put everything on. Like,
and then if you take a bag off, it's like not till you're done.
Yeah.
No, it's like what online delivered to door, but then you have additional costs. You know, like that's the problem is with that.
Talking to people.
Oh, I hate talking to people. That is like the worst part of the experience. Like I don't want to be around all the other people shopping. I don't want to be around the checkout people.
Well, I
I
think
don't want to
then
be in public. I
Chibi's
don't want to
got the
drive
answer
there.
for
You
you,
know?
I think.
But it costs
Chibi's
more.
got the answer.
It costs more.
But is it worth it though? Like,
no.
You just explained hating
Yeah.
the entire process.
Yeah.
Is it worth a few dollars to get it delivered to you?
It's so much more than $2. So much more. It's
I said a few.
Oh, a few? Okay. So like for us, so like if we were to order our groceries for our entire family, because obviously we're ordering drinks and all that kind of stuff, they have like heavy item delivery fees. So you're talking like an additional like $30-$40 worth of fees just to get it delivered.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
That sucks.
Absolutely. So
I'm thinking like Walmart, you order everything and then they bring your groceries. Or you prepay and you just show up at the thing and they bring it out to your car and load your car.
Okay.
You should do that. Do you have that?
Maybe. I've never done it before, but might be something
you
to
like
look
go on
into.
Walmart.ca and you can or whatever,
See,
and then you can
but-
order all of your shit and then they go get it for you, they load it up, and then they pick a time and you pull into the slot, you say I'm in slot 4, and then they bring it out and they load your vehicle.
But then
And
there's
you've already
also
paid.
the other side of this where you're talking like we have planned out everything that we're going to buy.
Yeah,
Right,
but
what-
then it remembers all your shit and it's like, okay.
I
just
know, but
order
like
everything
we
again. You
we
do it one
we
time.
walk around and we're like, this sounds good. This sounds good. You know what I mean?
know,
Like
I
that's
hear
the
you.
kind of
I
shoppers
hear you.
we
You have to,
are. Like whatever it is in the
you'd have to
moment.
You'd have to develop your list of things.
Yeah.
What's funny about one thing that sucks about that is sometimes you get the stuff that nobody wants.
Yep.
Like they're giving you the bruised apples and crap like
Yep.
that.
These strawberries
And then
expire
another
tomorrow.
thing-
Still good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then another thing that we've noticed, like it's kind of funny, like Mrs. Huey's done it before where she's like, I want 10 russet potatoes or brown potatoes or whatever. And then you end up with 10 bags of potatoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you
Mhm.
think you only want like a few, you know what I mean? Like a few
Yeah.
things and then you get like tons of them.
And I see
That's
like
been kind of
Schwing backed it up there with the app for pickup. So like that's obviously a popular option.
Yeah.
No extra cost, he said.
$10 monthly fee saves me those random.
We spend like $500 each trip. We spend $500 each trip because everybody here just eats a ton. Groceries are so expensive these days. Like we don't have groceries going bad, and we freaking go through so much. We have growing children, obviously. And I'm always growing myself, you know what I mean? So like obviously
too.
I'm
You're a
growing
growing
as
boy.
well. So so we eat a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
We struck a chord on that one.
Yeah. I spend $10 on eggs. Eggs are expensive right now. It's crazy. Everything's expensive. It's all going up too. It's all going up in price.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. On that dire note. No, anyways, back to what I was saying earlier though. I enjoyed this show. I think this was a good topic to get into. It's
Yeah.
you know, it subverted my expectations as to just being about like computer parts and stuff like that. It was much more than I originally thought it would be. So that was definitely that was a fun one. I like that. So good call. This was a 100% a Huey idea, and it was a really good call. So
Speaking of which, I'll segue into that.
Yes.
We do have a plan, everybody, for the next one.
Mhm.
We're gonna do it in a month. So far, we have a date. We're shooting for April 13th.
something like that.
I kind of brought it up and then I bailed on the what I was gonna say there. Pretty sure it's April 13th. Will be the next one. It'll be another Sunday. It's Sunday night. But we are pleased to announce we're going to get the guys from Same But Different back again. We did the Morgan Freeman episode a long time ago.
We did.
We got a hold of them, and we're going to hang out with them that night, and we're going to do movie trivia. So we're not going to do like another actor and all their movies and stuff like that with these guys. We're going to do a between two streamers versus same but different for movie trivia. So looking forward to that.
That's going to be a good one. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So mark your calendars. We got that one booked in, and you guys can obviously play along with us.
While we're on the topic, for those of you who haven't already, make sure you go over to those guys' YouTube channel and give them some love. Same but different. They have a really good YouTube channel. They do a lot of shorter content videos. With a lot of different movies and that kind of stuff. And so yeah, go show them guys some love. They definitely deserve it. They've got a lot of good content over there. So please make sure to go over there, drop some follows, subscribe on YouTube. Sorry, not follows, whatever it is. I don't know. This dang technology. I can't keep up with what you do on each platform, Follow us, subscribe to them, like everything, comment all the way. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's April 13th, 7:30 Eastern. Doing it at nighttime. Just for everybody's schedule. So yeah. That's the plan for the next one.
It is. So again, another 1 month turnaround is the plan. We'll be back to do another episode.
Yeah. Right on.
Thank you everybody for coming. It has been a fun day.
As always.
We say that every time, but it always is. So
no one's buying a Luna robot.
No, don't buy the Lunas. Go buy the car drones. Let's all fly around and see each other.
All fly together,
yeah.
That was the best.
So we are going to say our goodbyes, but please, after we say goodbye, for everybody that would like, please stick around. We're going to find somebody to raid off to. But with that being said, like I said, thank you for everybody for showing up and hanging out. We appreciate each and every single one of you. It's been another episode of Between Two Streamers, and we will see you all next month.
I am disappointed that I didn't use Wicked's emote more. That's geeky.
That's geeky. That's geeky. That should have been. That's true. That's for sure. The geeky emote for sure.